Good afternoon. We're here today for Out of the Park Baseball, and we have the New York Mets today. They're going to be playing the Atlanta Braves. So, as you can see, we have the same problem the Mets have in real life. David Wright has been injured, so he is. Let's take a look at this. Bring him up. Let's see. Where are injury pages? New York Mets, modify, lineups and depth charts, roster strategy. Let's go with team homepage. Current injuries. So he's out 5 weeks, so we're gonna put him on the I guess 5 weeks. We wouldn't. 60 days is 8 weeks. So we're gonna put him on. Let's see what disabled list we can put him on. Available actions. Place on disabled list. We're gonna have to go with the 15-day. And now we have a roster spot. So let's look at what we got going on here. Let's go back to the Mets. Player list. And rosters and transaction. So we need our 40-man roster. Where is an infielder? Who is 37? Let's see. We got some minor league pitchers. So we're gonna have to find someone. Let's look at our our top farm club. Third baseman. He's only got 1 start, but we got the shortstop, who's 25, Matt W. Reynolds. Let's look at him. Let's see, infield range. His potential is 3. Well, you know what? We can give him a little taste of the show for 2 weeks, I think. Available actions. Transaction. Promote to New York. Now the only issue is, are we going to run into something where, because we only have 24 people. Let's look at back to our rosters. Before we do that. Because he's only rated a 1 right now. And we may not want to rush him up. And let's look at our rosters here. New York Mets, rosters and transactions. So we have 24. So we do need another player. We don't have any other infielders. The other thing we gotta check with him is what that hash mark means, and I believe it means that if I bring him up I can't put him back. What does that hash mark mean? Minor leagues. So let's look at this team. This is his team. Roster. I know there are different symbols and I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Hashtag Okay, so he's Rule 5 draft eligible. That's what that means. And we need someone up here, so let's give him a promotion, transaction. Promote to New York. Alright, now, don't know how long we'll keep him. We may only keep him for 2 weeks. But, now let's set all lineups. Lineups and depth chart. So, who are we going up against today? Right-hander. So let's look at lines. We don't have a third baseman. So we're going to have to figure out who is in. He's kind of tired, so we'll put Wilmer Flores in at third base. And we'll put him at third base. And actually, what's his speed? I don't want him, do I want him so high up in the lineup here? He's not, yeah, so we're gonna switch him out. We're gonna switch him out with Neil Walker and do it that way. So, now we have our lineup set, and we're gonna have to go versus left-hander, do the same thing. Actually, what I'm gonna do is put him in and then do the same swapola and put him in. I'll try that and see what happens. I want to give him a chance to play, so we'll let him play against left-handers. Don't know how that's going to work out, but let's start our ball game. Play game versus Atlanta. So here we are now. Hopefully the computer will cooperate from the whole stream. We know sometimes it hasn't. Okay, let's go. Start the game. And, let's see. So we're in Atlanta. And, you notice they do make them kind of look different, all the ballparks. And they have a good pitcher, and we start off with a double by Curtis Granderson. Neil Walker's up next. And he strikes out. Ivan Tepedes. And I didn't pronounce his first name right there. It's Jonas Tepedes. I apologize for butchering his name. Okay, so now we got that run. He got a single, got Granderson in. Lucas Duda is up. And 2 out, man on first, but we got 1 run in, better than. And a 2-run homer. Definitely a better start by Travis DeArnold. Definitely a better start than last time, so we're getting some hitting here. Wilma Flores, temporary. He strikes it. So that ends the inning, but we start off with 3 runs, so that's a good start against Williams Perez. Let's see what Steve Matz can do against the Atlanta lineup. Atlanta is 4-11, so they're not a great team. We're 9-5, and there we go. I got 1 out, no, 2 out. And this appears to be a fly out, and that ends the inning. So 1 inning down, and we're ahead 3-0 as we prepare for the bottom of the first. The top of the second. And one Conforto is down. Oh, shortstop. Nachi? Okay. And Steve Matz. And Matz gets a single. Helps his own cause there. We've got 1 out. We've got Steve. Oh no. He gets himself a double, and we gets back to the top of the lineup. And 2 down, but Steve Matz goes to third. And that ends the inning. But we get 1 run in, so now we're ahead 4-0. And see if Matz can keep this in. Keep this. Base hit for Hector Oliveira, their left fielder. Jay Perensky, their catcher, struck him out, so they got 2 down. And Eric Ibar, their shortstop. And that looks like a fly out to me. And it is. And that ends the inning. So, go to the top of the third. Cepeda is up. Followed by Lucas Duda and Travis DeAlmond. And Lucas Duda walks. I guess after that home run, he's being real careful pitching to him. Two away. Man on second, and Wilma Flores is up. And flies out. Okay. Top of the third. Bottom of the third. One down. Two down. Nope. Flores handles it carefully. And gets the double play. Some nice fielding from Wilma Flores. Wait a second. Why is this? Okay. Let me see something. Let me check what's going on the stream here. Where am I? Channel. Twitch. I'm just checking something on Twitch before we turn the sound
A
up.
very consistent team, and that is
That channel. Gotta see what's going on here. Oh, I didn't change the broadcast name. Okay, well. And why is the screen not updated? Okay, you're not seeing any of this. Let's see what's going on here. I'm gonna try something before we carry on here. Okay. We're gonna go to this web one and we're gonna move this. There you go. Oh, come on. Let's move so you can see. For some reason that didn't work out. Alright. Okay. So here we are. We're in the bottom of the third. And we got in Calray. And and that ends the inning. Yeah, much better now. You can actually see what's going on. I don't know what was going on there. It looks like it wasn't updating the screen for whatever reason. And now Conforto, he flies out. And Galvin Sinachi, oh no, strikes out. I gotta check my lineup there. I didn't know. And Steve Matz comes in and grounds out. Okay, so go into the bottom of the fourth. And let's see. We got their fielder, Nicholas Markakis, and get rid of one down. Garcia's up, the third baseman. And gets two down. And Freeman, there. First baseman. Again, a ground out. And we go to the top of the fifth. We got Curtis Grandison up right at the top of our lineup. And he grounds out. Looks like they got a new pitcher in, Ryan Denick. Neil Walker is up. Strikes out, so now we got two down. So after very busy first and second inning, so we've got five more. Atlanta has Steve Matz goes to Oliveira gets him out. Perinsky Perinsky, the catcher, and ground him out. And Ibar, shortstop, flies out, and we get him in the fifth. Now we move on to the top of the sixth, and we're in the middle of the order. Lucas Duda's up, and he's out. This left-hander, Ryan Denick, is really pitching well for them. And flies up, a nice hit the ball nicely, but right, in Carney's area. Okay, Wilma Flores, and he grounds him out, and that goes the top of the sixth. How's our pitcher doing? Let's have a look. He has thrown 68 pitches, so not a good start though. He walks the second baseman, Jace Peterson. Let's go to double play depth. I want to get that double play if possible. And managed to get the first, could not get the second one. But that's still one out. And let's go. Man on first and second, one out. Let's get back to double play depth. Oh man, double steal. Okay. So we need to, we'll go to infield normal. Back there. Fly out. So now we have man on first and third, two down, and Garcia is up, right in the heart of their order. And it's another run in. Okay, I think we're going to be pinch hitting for Matson. Start getting some relief help here. He's getting close to. That looks like a fly out, and that ends the inning. So we are probably going to pinch hit for Mats at this point. And let's look in New York substitutions. What we got here. Who to go into our bullpen position? All pitchers. So we're gonna bring in Addison Reed, I think. He's not tired, he's ready to go. Let him come in. Handle, is he not going into the bullpen? There we go. Yes, I do, because he's going to come in the next inning. And then we have Familia, who can come in the ninth. But Steve Matz is getting tired. And Conforto comes up. And no, flies out. I thought it might drop between them. They brought in another releaser, Shea Simmons. And he walks. Now let's bring in our pinch hitter. New York substitution. And we need all batters. So who do we have available to hit? Cabrera. Why is Cabrera not playing? You know what? I'm going to send him in to pinch hit and then keep him in the game. Unless he's tired and that's why. But he can... And we will check the lineups after this game. Okay. And we're gonna do... How fast is this guy? Speed. Medium. We'll do the hit and run. Try to get some more runs in. Fly him out. And that's gonna end it. Okay, so now New York substitutions. I'm gonna keep... let's see something. Let's look at this. We've got... Why this kid is playing, not sure, but we're gonna put him in. Right there. And make him the pitcher. No, he needs to be the pitcher. And he needs to be the shortstop. And do a little double switch there in the bottom of the seventh. Now hopefully Reed can hold them for 2 innings and then bring in our closer. And he starts out well, striking out Oliveira. And Perinsky is up. See what we got. He flies out. And 2 gone. We've got Eric Ibar. And another fly out. And 1, 2, 3 inning. So if he could do this again, I will be very happy. Neil Walker's up. And they got another pitcher, Vizcano, and one down. Using a lot of pitchers. I'm actually surprised they'd be changing the pitchers at this point, because the other pitcher pitched well last inning. Base hit for Cepedez. Lucas Duda up. And let's do a hit and run. Let's try to fly out. Two gone. Travis the Armand. And we'll try the same thing. Okay, so now it's the bottom of the eighth. We're still ahead. Jace Peterson is up, the second baseman, one down. The catcher, Tyler Flowers. Did they replace him too? And Encarte, the center fielder. Oh, I see what they did. They did a pinch hitter. And he gets on with 2 out. And let's see if we can... Oh man. Okay, he needs to end this inning right now and get Garcia. And that ends the inning. And what I'm going to do is New York substitution. We're going to put all pitchers and put for him and get him ready for to do his job. Yes. Jersey's familiar. Want him to warm up and get ready. And Wilmer Flores flies out. And Conforto's up. And let's do a pinch hitter. Because we're gonna bring in Familia. Let's bring in Juan Lagares. Yes. And he gets a single. 2 out, and we got a man on first. And Cabrera is up. And he walks. And we're starting to get a little action here. Okay. 2 out, 2 on, Grandison up. Gives us an extra run. Okay. Little 2 out rally there. Gives us a run with Neil Walker up. And strikes out. So let's bring in our closer. Yes, I'm gonna put him in this position. Pitcher. And go back. So now we have a 5-2 lead And hopefully he'll be able to hold that. And starts for the walk. This is not a good thing. Let's go back to double play depth. Try to get the double play. But we're now in Hector Oliveira. Come on, throw some strikes. Okay. And now we got man on second and third. We want infield normal. Oh, come on. Double play depth. Let's end this game. You can't get him out. Come on, guys. Okay, 2 out. And that ends. Wait a second. Oh, God. That ends the game. We barely get by him. I don't know what happened to our ace reliever. He took it through 29 pitches in 1 inning. That was not what I was expecting. But we still won the game. If barely. It's a good thing we got that extra run in the ninth, top of the ninth. Very lucky about that. So here's the went to New York, Atlanta got to, I'm not sure what this is. Momentum? So, let's save this and leave game. Save this. Always gotta save. And so that ends this. Let me go, what I always like to do is show you what's going on this Baseball History Comes Alive blog. And they had some interesting things this past week. They had, this was Lou Gehrig's Gettysburg Address, if you will. This is the colorization of that picture. And it was a pretty amazing speech. I mean, here this guy's been diagnosed, essentially been told, you know, you're SOL. I mean, basically your life is ending. And yet he managed to give this very gracious speech, basically saying, yes, I had a bad break, but look how blessed I am, and talked about his family, etc., and so on, his years with the team, his manager, and takes a incredible person to be able to do that, to not be so angry at what's going on. So this is a he must have been quite a person, but that happened 77 years ago, July 4th. And let's see what else. They had a few other things this week. Let's see. Come on. Go to what I want you to do. Sometimes the internet's a little slow when you're streaming. Especially when you're streaming from the PC itself and you don't have the aid of a capture. They had, this is a new one. Babe Ruth's, I guess it's his final home run, or one of his final home runs. Joe McCarthy, who was the Yankees manager, the Braves manager, and retired for, quote, health reasons, and then fortunately, he ended up living to be like 92, so. And Larry Doby, this is a brand new one today, one of the great, I think he played in the Negro Leagues, and then when they finally decided to stop banning, when they finally decided to allow African Americans into the major leagues, he got his long overdue opportunity. He even got to manage. So let's see. What? And I believe he may have been the first in the American League. So he was a pioneer. And let's see. So he actually managed, he first black to integrate the American League, signed by Bill Veeck, who was an interesting man in his own right, but he certainly played well for, was a star player for the White Sox. So he basically moved from the Negro Leagues directly to the major leagues, and there's some nice pictures there, and picture of him and his family in the 50s, Hall of Fame, which of course he is, manager in the late 1970s. They had those kind of odd uniforms, throwback type uniforms. Playing with Cleveland. Hall of Fame game in 1957. Playing with the Indians with Satchel Paige, who unfortunately didn't get to play in the major leagues until kind of the waning part of his career, but he still played and played well. And celebrate, they won in 1948 the World Series. More Indians. So, looks like a story of one of the pioneers in breaking the color barrier. So anyway, this to me is a terrific blog. They really We really learn a lot about baseball history, and they, you know, feature them many of the great stories and players. I'm gonna have to take a look more at the pictures here. But anyway, so on that note, we will end the stream. Hope you enjoy. I did have that weird stuff going on early on with the video. I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm gonna play with that and see. Anyway, thank you very much, and take care. And I'm ending the stream now.